If you're an educator, I bet I know the one thing you never have enough of: time. Well, today, we're going to dig into how a really powerful AI assistant could give you a huge piece of your week back. So let's get real for a second. Where does all that time actually go? This right here is a pretty typical teacher's week. Now, instruction, that's the biggest slice, as it should be. But look at everything else. You combine grading, planning, and all that admin work, and you're looking at more than half of the entire week. That is a massive amount of time spent on stuff that isn't directly in front of your students. So this really is the big question, isn't it? I mean, really think about it. What would you do if you could just reclaim those hours? What amazing new lesson could you dream up? Which students could you finally connect with if that mountain of paperwork just got smaller? This whole challenge, it's what we call the teacher's time trap. It's that constant hamster wheel of work that's necessary, feedback, filing, finding resources, but it just slowly chips away at the energy you have for the stuff that really lights you up. And here's the best part, the thing that might make you breathe a little easier. The fix isn't some brand new, complicated piece of software you have to spend weeks learning. Nope. The solution is being built right into the Google tools you're probably already using every single day. Okay, so this is where we kind of have to shift our mindset a little. Let's stop thinking about AI as just, technology and start seeing it as more of a partner, an assistant whose whole job is to take care of the tedious stuff so you can get back to what you do best. And that assistant has a name: Gemini in Google Workspace. To put it simply, just think of it as a smart layer that works inside the programs you already live in, like Google Docs and Google Drive. It's designed to help you automate tasks, create content way faster, and organize all that digital chaos with, honestly, incredible ease. But, that all sounds great in theory, right? What does it actually look like day to day? Let's dive in and look at a couple of key areas of a teacher's workflow to see the real before and after. First up, a big one: giving feedback. The before, we all know it. It's you, a screen full of essays, and hours of typing the same kind of comments over and over. The after? Well, it's a total game changer. You're not asking a robot to do your job. You're just getting a really good first draft of feedback in seconds, which you can then tweak and personalize. And look how simple the actual process is. It's literally 3 steps. You highlight some text, you give Gemini a simple prompt, something like, "Give me 2 things they did well and 1 thing to work on." And then, and this is the most important part, you, the teacher, review and refine it. You are always in the driver's seat. You've just skipped the most repetitive part of the journey. All right, let's hit the next major headache: digital clutter. Your Google Drive. The before is that endless manual drag and drop into a maze of folders you can never find again. The after, you just ask for what you need. That's it. Gemini finds it no matter where you buried it. This is the power of what we call natural language. You don't have to remember the exact perfect file name anymore. You just ask Drive like you'd ask a real person. "Hey, find me those lesson plans on the American Revolution," and boom, there they are. I mean, that alone is a huge time saver. So we've seen the how, but let's zoom out. What's the real impact of all this? What's the point? Because it's about so much more than a clean Google Drive or faster grading. It's about fundamentally changing where your energy goes. And this is the number we've been building towards. By automating just a few of these key repetitive tasks, we're talking about a potential savings of 5 hours every single week. Seriously, just take a second. What would you do with an extra 5 hours in your work week? And that reclaimed time, it goes right back where it belongs, into the high-impact art of teaching. It becomes time for more one-on-one sessions with the students who really need you. It becomes the mental space to get creative with your lessons again. It's the energy to finally collaborate with your colleagues on that cool project. You're just taking your effort from the tedious and putting it into the meaningful. The thing is, this isn't some science fiction far-off idea. It's a real, practical shift that's happening right now. So the real question becomes, what does this mean for your classroom? Because when you boil it all down, the real win here isn't about the AI. It's about what the AI unlocks. It's about having the time to build those deeper connections with your students. It's about fighting that feeling of burnout by getting the admin load off your back. It's about shifting your focus from paperwork back to pure, wonderful impact. And that leaves us with this one big, exciting question to think about. When we take the burden of repetitive work off the shoulders of some of the most creative and dedicated people in our society, our teachers, what new, incredible possibilities can we unlock for the future of learning? Now that is the real potential here.